Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to start reading again, aren't I? Damn. I gotta do that thing again. Oh yeah. Wow, you were in a fucking state when we left off, weren't you? Where'd your third people go? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You managed to somehow break through the day with 7 people. Congratulations. You did it.
Yay.
End the day without a bad work result and end the day without a single employee going into panic. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation, everybody. Merry motherfucking Christmas. Do you think you can handle yourself? I don't think you can.
Skyhand, lazy intellectual. Blunt hunter, earnest analyst, suave employee, radical assistant. Oh yeah. I do have the Iron Maiden still.
Yep. I forget what the exact actual name of the abnormality even is, but...
Let's see. Oh yeah, then I got the music box.
You never actually got the name of the fucking abnormality. It's like, everything will be fine, I think is its name. Or everything is gonna be okay, or some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever earned its name, but I'm just gonna tell you because fuck it.
Oh, I think I restarted completely because I remember getting some of this information.
No, when you reset the day, you lose all that shit. Also, hi, lag.
That's what I mean.
Well, you can't not restart completely. If you're playing the game, you're playing the game.
What I mean is I failed the day back when we ended last stream, I think, so everything
that would track, honestly.
Yeah.
In other words, I'm getting fucking Mario Karted right now because I'm playing Mario Kart on the side because I'm just a great streamer, I gotta say. I was in the middle of this when we started, and by God, I'm gonna fucking finish. Jesus Christ. I love video games, they're my favorite. Anyway, how's it going? You having fun?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the tree. I remember the tree. Who doesn't remember the tree? It's everyone's favorite character. The tree. Not only am I forced to play Mario Kart, I'm trying to get rid of all the fucking unlocked, like, item notifications, which means I have to use an inside drift bike. Terrifying. Oh, he's insane. Well, you've already failed the quest.
Fuck it, I'm getting that quest this fucking
Okay, well, remember, you can also use the fucking music box to heal people's sanity, but it's only people that are in the information department and not helpful for the tree, which is in the healing land department.
Yep. Okay, this is where it starts getting sort of complicated. Now I have to also remember all these because it's been a hot second.
That's an important part of Lobotomy Corporation, is just remembering things, or being able... It's either remembering or being able to, like, actually just glean information through, like, in-game or physical notes. Because you bet your ass I took physical notes while playing this game the first time.
So glad that I decided not to do that.
It's the journey.
Excuse me.
You aren't excused.
Alright, Tasha,
What are you actually meant to do in a situation like that? Like, oh, sorry, excuse me. No, you're not excused. You need to leave, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I think...
Where's the social etiquette of that one?
I think there is a version in Swedish where, like, you say something in response to someone burping, or maybe that's just when somebody... I forget what they call... Oh, sneezes. It's like, oh, bless you, or whatever.
Say bless you, yes.
But I feel like bless you could work with burping and shit too. Just, oh, you burped, bless you.
Specifically, bless you is from the, like, ye olden days where, if you sneezed, you might just be, like, irreparably ill, and you could just die. So they're literally asking God to bless you so you do not just, you know, start rotting from the inside out.
I mean, sure, you could say that, or you could just be cool like me and say otherwise.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah. Alright. Instinct.
Can he get through this day without going insane? The bad
Well,
work result thing will kind of just happen if it happens. It's kind of one thing you'd want to focus down, but it's not exactly the... See, that's the kind of thing where to get through the day without actually having a bad work result, the way you would be able to do something like that would be just kind of cheesing the game by just never working with anything that could, like, have anything less than, like, a good work result. Like, only working with the skull, like, all day. It would take a while, but...
yeah. Like, I could do that, but I also feel like that would be boring for your stream.
Oh, trust me, you're gonna have to get to some content that'll randomly be boring. If you gotta do what you gotta do, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Alright. We in the boring route now. Which means I'm gonna spend some extra time trying to figure out this tree.
Big fucking tree. Remember, as you've learned earlier, even though going back to the memory repository does reset, like, back to the last save point, any information gained is permanent. So what you can do is, if you really fucking hate this tree, you can work with it a shitload to get all of its information, even if bad things start happening, and then just memory repository it all away so you don't actually lose anybody, but you maintain that information. However, that would remind you to day 11, which, yeah, that's
Gotcha.
a bit of an ask.
Alright, that's what I wanna do then. I'm gonna put my best man.
Do you just
woman
fucking hate
on
this
the top.
tree?
I want this, like, this tree will also attract people, so it's the thing of, like, I can't just ignore it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a problem. So
Like I said, so if you're
need
gonna be
information on
if you're
it.
gonna be doing that, work with it as much as you possibly can, no matter what happens.
Yeah,
keep
that's
keep
why
your
I
people
put
with
Kong
white
on it.
damage. Keep your people with white damage right outside of his room, like all of them, and just only work with this tree for the rest of the day. Death doesn't matter. Just keep your white people underneath him to snap whoever went insane back to sanity. But you know,
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, murderer.
like they walk out of the tree and they're getting fucking mosh pitted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Con Scorpion does make it interesting. That's the other problem with doing the whole thing I was talking about earlier with trying to force to have a good work results, or like non-bad work result, is if you only work with like the skull, he doesn't give very much energy compared to the higher risk ones, which, yeah, that's the whole point. The higher risk ones give you more like the daily energy quota. So if you want to end the day early, working with the Skull Boy is the worst option. Because he makes the day drag on, and therefore you have to deal with more ordeals. It is a risk management simulator.
I still don't know what the red thing is either. Oh, actually, it does have 18, so let me just go ahead and immediately... Okay, common. And then bong, get to work.
Yeah, you could actually, yeah, like what Lag said, you could actually do both at the same time. You could only work with the skull, because the skull won't make anyone go insane. And another thing, if you use the memory repository, any quests you finish also maintain. So if you go out of your way to do something really tedious, like, I don't know, do a day without ever getting a bad result, or a panic, you can maintain that after you reload through time. So not only is it information being retained, you maintained quest progress, which is very nice.
Get in there.
Get in that fucking tree.
Yeah. Like I said too, it doesn't help that you have like breaks sometimes between each session, so you kind of just lose some of the information.
You eventually start to retain it, trust me.
Yeah.
A bud sprouted in the upper part of the abnormality. When Nicole finished work with it, Nicole was blessed by the abnormality and enjoyed increased work speed and max SP.
Right, okay.
So that little flower is actually a buff. It makes them work faster. It doesn't make them work better, but they work faster and they have increased max SP. Which, at the end of the day, just does mean that they're harder to make go insane.
I don't like how this happens. nonetheless. Get to work, bong bong.
Don't fucking shit talk bong bong, dude. Our fucking bets, man. You gotta take this shit. I gotta
Boom,
take that shit
boom,
from you.
boom. Okay, so it's lowered to do repression work, but doing repression work will
Abnormality escape.
lower the cliff off counter.
When another abnormal... Oh, you got Katie would weed all of them. You scrolled away.
Sorry.
When the repression was performed, the cliff off counter lowered. So yeah, don't do repression work because that pisses it off. When another abnormality is...
Right.
Yeah, that makes it... That's bad. Don't do repression work. When
Right, lowering means bad.
Is bad. When another abnormality escaped, the cliff off counter lowered at a low probability. When 5 works with other abnormalities were completed, while abnormality was not being worked with, the cliff off counter lowered. So you would literally have to keep working with it. Work with 5 different things, and it will get pissed. Have other things break out, and it will get pissed.
Is it like if you do 4, it doesn't count, or like...
If you do 4 and then work with it, it'll be fine. It just it specifies 5. You cannot work with other abnormalities 5 times, yeah. While it's not being worked with. Like, while you're working with it, the counter
actually, yeah. Fuck it. Okay, I need to pause because she is fast.
Yeah, that's the problem when you panic, is that you get like a... They just start dead fucking sprinting everywhere. It's very annoying.
Oh,
everyone's going insane. Yep, nope, too late.
Great.
If you wanted to bank that, if you want to bank that progress, now's your time. Because it's
how
over.
do I bank progress?
You go to memory repository. You rewind to day 11.
Oh, okay.
Or what you could do is you could just let what's happening happen and send one more person into the tree just to scrape out another work. Whoever's not panicking, it does not matter. Just send someone in there. Yeah. Like at this point, it does not matter how bad your facility is. If you can keep working, keep working.
Well, Bird is also here, so Bird could probably...
Get in there. Well, they gotta get in there fast before they go insane, because there's insanity spreading amongst your ranks.
There it is. Science is also on its way. Who cares? It's all good.
And you know how that was like a half-completed work? Doesn't matter. That also counts. You can then turn in points for that tree, too.
Alright. I guess I should remember that there's like a restarting the day, and then there's a restarting... back, but also retaining all the information.
Yes. So restarting the day is just an absolute reset. You don't retain anything. But rewinding time does, in fact, retain stuff. This tree is
an interesting choice to have the memory repository happening when you go way back.
Yeah.
All right, there.
So, I mean, hey, you can keep going. Why would you stop now? Okay, what do you got next? I just dropped my phone.
People are going insane.
Well, yeah, but what's the tree got? You got to turn that in first.
Oh, yeah, like that.
When the cliff off counter hit 0, the abnormality summoned employees to its containment unit to bless them. You need to scroll up on Guideline 6. It's scrolled down.
Oh.
And its blessed employees is not how that sentence starts. When 5 buds had sprouted on the abnormality, it turned dark and its blessed employees panicked. After some time passed, stems ripped through them, turning them into saplings. Abnormality 01, which strikingly resembles the abnormality.
So 5 is the limit, okay. That's actually a lot more than I thought.
No, you need to scroll back down. Abnormality 01 secretes a contagious and highly fatal toxin. They need to be immediately removed to decontaminate the area. If you also want to make everything better, you need to get basic information to learn what its name is. Learning its name is very important. Try to get 20 before you rewind time, if possible. Like keep going today.
I'm pretty sure everyone is insane right now.
All of them? See,
yeah.
Like, no, pause the game. Pause the game. Click, like, anyone. Click on an abnormality, like any abnormality container. And now scroll. Like, who is there anyone not panicking or dead? Scroll. So, yeah, everyone is lost. So, yeah, rewind time. And now you have retained all that information. The problem is that you didn't get its name, though. That is a problem.
It's all good.
The reason is because you know when you extract new... Oh, by the way, they lose their ego gear when that happens. So you need to rebuy them because everything is maintained. and so their
Fuck.
gear was destroyed because they went insane and or died.
Alright, who do we lose?
You lost all of the gear. You need to rebuy all
No,
of
I
it.
mean as in people.
You lost that one chat member.
Alright, well,
They'll be fine. They're not here.
fuck it, we'll just do Lewis and...
Fucking Lewis and Bella. There you go. Merry Christmas.
There you go. Alright, ego list.
You gotta rebuy them. They were all destroyed.
Fuck me, that really hurt.
Just rebuy them. You already have the fucking Enkephalin boxes.
How do I rebuy them in this
Click
menu? That's not...
the fucking abnormalities.
Alright.
You did
I
it.
remember.
You did it. Good job. And this is why it's important to keep working with old abnormalities, is to maintain those PE boxes.
Yeah. Oof.
Expensive. You actually did lose those.
But really good, so
yeah,
I need
they're
to work
really
with
good.
guys
You need to
for
get those again. And those ones are okay. But it's black damage, which actually is really good.
I think everything else is... Yeah.
If you have observation level 4, you're all good.
Okay, we're gonna put Bong Bong, and who else did I put there again? I put the new member.
Yeah, new people.
So, Lewis. And
They
then
have
I
to-
guess I put Bella up top because they take care of these guys who are pretty easy to take care of at this point.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to re-equip everybody because their egos aren't actually even equipped right now.
And then you go down here with like...
I hope. And then maybe,
yeah.
hey, that's it, man. I fucking lost my progress. What you did is you made it so now you know an abnormality to not fucking grab anymore. But the problem is that because you didn't get its name, you know how when you extract an abnormality, you just get that weird code and a description?
Oh, if I'm gonna find it again...
If you had gotten its name would have appeared instead of the code, yes.
Yeah,
I can tell you-
Well,
I can-
you know what? Fuck the tree.
Yeah, I'll tell you its name is the Parasite Tree, but the problem is not the fact that you know that, it's the fact that it's not appearing in game, and you'll just have to remember what it was, you know?
How about this? I'll try to remember the descriptions for the things, but if you see one that's like, oh, that's obviously the one you had before, just let me know, please.
Maybe.
Let's see. This thing might fucking suck.
Just equip shit. I mean, these are all abnormalities you already know, and you have quests to burn through anyway.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you
the
don't.
quest
Actually,
reset too?
you don't have. Close this.
Nope.
Close out of this. You notice? Oh, actually, no. You do have the quests. Yes. So you actually on an earlier day, which is easier. You now know how to work with all of these abnormalities, so you should be able to force a day without a bad work result or a day without going into panic.
Oh, yeah.
And because what you can also do is because you've gone back in time, you've unupgraded Netzok's department. What you can do is you can actually grab Hod's department now. You have the training team. And get her quest instead if you wanted to go that to get more quests available for more memory repository shenanigans, but that's up to you if you want.
Can I do that right now, or do I have to
you have to finish the day.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you know how you can upgrade a department, that you get to decide where the new abnormality goes to? You can also open up the training department, because you have the safety department right now. That's Netzok's facility. But you could gain access to the training department.
Okay. Okay, this is tough. I'll put... Put you here.
He did.
Put...
It's everyone's favorite character, Lewis.
You and
So you got nice long ass hair. Very strange about the weird mohawk that just bleeds into what I would describe as a mullet but long.
Love it.
What if a mullet just kept going?
Bio, Diva, boom. Bella. And Lewis. And then we'll just do... everyone that is important, and then...
Well, who are you to decide who is and isn't important? Human life is fucking rated like that. Everyone matters.
I'm the manager.
Good answer, alright, fair. You know, all life is important in this facility. People are dying. Yeah, but I'm the fucking manager, bitch. If I say you're going into work naked, you're going into work naked.
But sir, it's protocol to bring a suit naked.
Alright, Saihan, get naked and start immediately performing some attachment work with today's shy look. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Boom. Oops.
Yeah, I think I'll be a good progress. Let me reset today real fast.
Just do all the work again. Alright.
And now it's a simple day. You've already seen. We already know.
We already got
back into safety.
Info. Hell yeah. Alright, that's
into
good
a
shit.
safe and controlled environment.
Let's see, what do you got? You're kind of stacked for the most part. You do need more SP though, so get to work.
Dude, I kind of fuck. Sex.
Sexual pleasure.
style, getting it down.
Okay. That is such a fucking insult to me.
What?
Good on you, game, for doing that. The whole, oh, it starts off high but then goes low.
Well, again, it is one of those things that's like, oh, that's kind of annoying, but your temperance, which is the attachment work, that thing that determines work success, should be going up alongside all of your other stats. So despite the fact that it's technically getting lower, your success rate should actually be going up because you're getting a better worker.
Yeah.
And so it really doesn't matter.
Of course. It's just a personal fuck you, and I respect
they set that up just for you in particular. These dudes from Korea said, dude, I really hate this dude who's not born yet named Forz.
Did they make... is this game that old?
No. Just...
yeah, I was gonna say, man. 97? Holy fuck.
It's very, very impressive game for 97.
Earlier than 97, too.
Lobotomy Corporation came out in 1983.
Let's see. Okay, repression.
It would have become a fucking landmark of like a game design as a whole if this kind of shit came out back then.
Would it?
Yeah, if it's that fucking old, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess if this game came out exactly as it is now, of course, but I was imagining more if it like used the technology of the time.
This game wouldn't
it was
function.
More pixelated and stuff.
Even still, probably. Like, it's if a game like this came out back then, it would have been a technical marvel.
I wonder what time you're talking about, though. Are we talking Doom era? Because then anything was a technical marvel.
To be fair, I did say as a joke of 1983, which, yeah, no, everything's a technical marvel. But not even in, like, 96, they'd be like, damn, this is pretty good.
We're about to hit go first. Yep.
But if we're talking like 97, it wouldn't have been that as big of a deal. 1983 is the shit where it's like, ah, yes, I have 2 colored paddles and a white ball.
You didn't get kissed. Good job.
They didn't go insane, and you haven't gotten bad work results. Even better job. See, I know you may be getting bored, Sam, but do what I'm doing, which is still playing Mario Kart, because I haven't needed to stop. I can maintain chat, make sure everything runs all fine, and play Mario Kart. It's great. This is the optimal stream setup. I'm having a great time. And then when shit happens, I can just pause the game and start reading. It's great. Yeah, I want to be entertained too, but unfortunately, Forz is a bad stream, but 0 out of 10.
Yeah. It really is. I mean, I really am.
Forz is a bad streamer? Yeah, it really is.
It is what it is.
That's that, and this is this.
This is not the kind of game that you're just sitting here going.
I mean, I did that, but that might speak more to me as a person, but you know.
I mean, what is there to say? These are rooms. They have abnormalities.
Give it some time. You get the excitement out of the new fuckers, like the fact that that tree completely just railed your team, and now you have a big fruit boys. Everyone's favorite character. Isn't Purple Pustule Men your favorite character?
No.
Alright, everyone, what's your favorite character in all of fiction? If it's not Purple Pustules, please leave my stream. If it's not from the Forsaken Murder, please leave my stream.
You need to go.
Clown Scorpion? You know what? That's a good B. That's a good, like, silver medal.
I love the noise from this fucking hammer.
Yeah, the fucking bomb going off. Big fan.
Wait, why is Punishing Bird out?
Punishing Bird just leaves. He's good. Don't worry about him.
Right,
also,
yeah,
that's something you never actually got to experience. Because Punishing Bird will break himself out all the fucking time. That would count as an abnormality escaping for the Parasite Tree.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
So it would be just almost completely unavoidable as the Parasite Tree doing his bullshit, which means, yeah, no, it's not a good time.
We should have some points here to get... Nope. Apparently not.
Should have some points to get.
Right.
Never mind. Hey.
Get back in there and flirt with her. Hey, lady, are you a tree? Because I want to chop you down.
Did you fucking fix the goddamn antenna? I'm trying to watch the boob tube. Man, just get right up in there. Really caress the eardrums. Vertigo via audio stimulation.
Well, I would prefer to just have it in the middle.
That's why that's happening. It's pissed.
Why is it pissed?
You notice how its cliff-off counter is 0?
Yeah.
Pause the game because it's currently running amok on your fucking facility right now.
I did not realize it was running amok.
That's why that noise hasn't gone away. I was wondering what was going on here. It's pissed. You've pissed off the weird static man. The static man will now come and take your children.
Based on the fact that it's occurred, reach 0, it can be assumed that the noise originated from the containment unit. The number of sections affected by the noise steadily increased until the... Oh. Okay, well how do I recover the fucking cliff off?
A good work result. I can already tell you that right now if you scroll down. You just need to make him happy by doing good work. He's a pretty simple one, but that's like static shit he's putting all over the facility will just kill you.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't stop. Like, you can only make that stop when he's fully happy. And yeah,
I just noticed it was happening everywhere.
Yeah, that's the whole downside of him. It's not gonna stop spreading, too.
Until this goes away.
Welcome to the coronavirus. Oh, there's a good joke we...
Wait, it's staying like this?
No, it's permanent, bitch. You need to make him happy right fucking now or that ain't going away.
Like, even if I end the day and start a new day?
Okay, well, no. Not everything resets if you end the day, but, Oh, you did both quests.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to end it.
Yeah, you can just, like, leave. You know what's not your problem? Whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, you know, I'm the manager. Who gives a fuck?
I'm the manager. Fuck this weird, like, a sentient static is raiding our facility somehow? Not my problem.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Is any of these familiar?
You need to fucking read them. Hover over them. The more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. I can tell you that's that weird bathtub-looking shithead you found.
Oh, yeah.
earlier.
I never really did figure out that one.
It didn't do anything, to be fair. With my infinite hatred, I give you this gift. Please eat my dreams. That's the sheep from way back when, if you'll remember. That was one of the very first ones you just destroyed.
I don't remember what it did.
Yeah, you didn't ever work with it, to be fair. You immediately rewinded time. You have Weird Blood Boy, you have Sheep, or you have something new.
If I remember, there was something about a hand coming out of the bathtub and grabbing people, and eventually when it grabbed enough, it would start leaving.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's good or bad, I can't really tell. Yeah, sheep time. Sheep time.
You've already seen this cutscene. What do you think of the Sephiroth? There's a skip button in the top left.
Alright.
Hey, you can get her department now. Hot time.
Alright. We got multiple apartments.
We have a fuck... Actually, no, we're not going to have a fuckload of cutscenes because some of them need to be upgraded. Like Netsox, you can't see his next cutscene until you upgrade his facility more. But you have increased SP recovery now.
Yeah.
And if you see, core suppression conditions for Yasad, you need to beat Malkuth Mission 4, you need to beat Netsock Mission 3, and you need to beat Tifereth Mission 3. You don't even know who that is. So you're done with Yasad for now.
Well,
And then, yeah, for Netsock's next quest, you need to just expand his facility more.
don't go a single day without panicking. Upgrade my plates! I need to level you up because you're gonna be solo.
And yeah, this is the problem with adding a new facility, though. You gain access to 3 new unit slots. That can be good or that can be bad, because that's just 3 more people you'd potentially need to train up.
I do remember that one guy saying minimum of 10 is like the best. Interesting location. I don't know why we're in a volcano, but
Don't worry about
here
it.
we are.
You have the new
Alright, Bong Bong,
department.
get to work.
The department gets larger and larger. Lewis.
You too, get to work. Honestly, I don't really need to touch this one, except for the fact I use it just, like, completely for repression work.
Yeah, if you get your repression to tier 3, he's the gold standard.
But I can literally use repression on all these other things up here, so fuck that.
Hey, another abnormality, because there's only so many people that can work on so many abnormalities, you know? Having another one that's just free work is just value.
That is fair.
It's like, would you rather have an abnormality that doesn't do anything, or would you rather have an abnormality that is actively a fucking problem? You know?
True.
Picking a do-nothing abnormality is some of the safest bets you can pick in this goddamn game.
Wait, I already have... Oh, yeah, because I did pick it up, so I know some information
A little
already.
bit about it, yeah. Get the rest of its managerial guidelines. Let's read them up.
Yep.
Alright, scroll up. Let's get, any employee with temperance of 2 or under will fall asleep after working with the abnormality, never to reawaken. AKA death. So temperance of, if you have a temperance of 1, you die. When the work result was bad, the cliff-off counter decreased. When the abnormality escaped, its light put every employee who came into contact with it asleep. They woke up when the manager shook them. The abnormality eventually returned to the containment unit of its own volition. Warning, attempts to suppress the abnormality will provoke it, transforming it into an extremely hostile entity. The second form is designated as Abnormality 01. Abnormality 01 occasionally crowed? Dealing light damage to an entire department. Employees who were asleep due to the abnormality's light awoke and panicked after hearing Abnormality 01's sound. So I guess...
So...
It's another,
everybody goes to sleep, but...
It'll go away on its own, and if you try to fight it like Punishing Bird, it'll get very, very fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So if it breaks out, just leave it alone. It'll handle itself.
Hey, Ice Bitch, go talk to her. Because I need more weapons.
Damn straight. That's also another thing about picking a safe abnormality. Hey, you get free gear out of them, you know?
Yeah, even though she's not technically quote-unquote a free one.
Yeah.
There. Alright.
So there's something I will tell you, though, just because it's relevant. This game does have multiple endings. One of the only thing that matters is that there is a post-game, like, true ending cutscene You can only see that, however, if you have observation level 4 of every single abnormality in the entire game. The problem with that, though, is that there are too many abnormalities, and unless you abuse the memory repository, you will never see them all in a single playthrough. So, if you do somehow actually get to the end of this game and you don't have all of them, I'll just, like, look up the cutscene for you. Because
I don't think I'm gonna reach that point, but fair enough.
I'm just letting you know in advance in case we get there.
Yes, thank you. Well, she's not done yet, but I'm about to get 12. Void Dream.
Void Dream, yep. It's a big sheep. Big
Very
old
cute.
sheep.
Very cutie cutesy.
Sheep. Yeah, just train up today. You don't really have any quests. Yeah, you actually, in fact, you don't have any quests. The only quest you have, you can't do until day 20 something. So.
Yeah, I guess do some inside work, Bong Bong. You go back to Ice Queen. I'm definitely not being proficient enough because I'm taking way more time to just kind of think between all my actions.
That's fine.
Progression. Instinct. Insight. Okay.
You actually haven't even seen all the ordeals now that I think about it, because now you have access to the noon ordeals. So, you actually haven't seen them all. You've only seen fucking Clown Scorpion. There are others.
Of course there are.
Oh, here. I didn't know you were in the screen. Are you at the top? Are you at the top?
Yeah.
I wish to sleep eternally, so don't bother trying to wake me up again. An abnormality whose form sports a goat's fur and horns. It is not unique in regards to its appearance, with the exception of several colorful eyes embedded upon its body. Gaining information about this abnormality is expected to be difficult due to its ceaseless slumber. The following counseling log illustrates how Void Dream's ability to make any person's slumber psychologically affects the employee. The results indicate that we cannot utilize this ability to reduce the mental corruption of our staff. Please refer to this record for further research. Please, make it quick. I gotta sleep. Is that because of the abnormality? Yeah. I remember seeing something that looked like a sheep pass by me, and well, I fell asleep. Since then, I've been like this. Do you remember the dream you had when that occurred? Oh, I could never forget that dream. Would you please tell me as much as you can about it? It was a happy, wonderful, sweet dream. That's all the words I need to describe it. Heck, I'm glad to be working for this company. That's that guy who's not with me anymore. He was right next to me. Admitted. Because of that, I couldn't get a hold on myself, and I woke up. I see. I heard a little about you from the other employees recently. All of them say the one thing you do outside your work hours is sleep. Could you please tell me why? Don't you understand what I'm talking about? I just want to have that dream again. That dream where I was there with him, recalling those happy moments. But I couldn't go back no matter how many times I slept. I slept and slept and slept and slept, and yet... I see. I'd advise you to take some rest in your room. He said everyone who woke up after hearing the abnormality sound went mad. People think it's because they all had a horrible nightmare that they couldn't handle, but it's actually the other way around. The reality I had to wake up to was so terrible that the soul gave up on waking life. As you know, time flows differently in dreams. A mere instant of waking life continues an eternity in the dream world, constitutes an eternity in the dream. Maybe if Void Dream were to put me to sleep once again, I might just have that wonderful dream anew. I'll prescribe you some sleep medicine. I assure you that it'll help you sleep. Please get some rest now. Finally, you'll be prohibited from entering the abnormalities containment unit from now on. A demon must change its shape to deceive others. A demon must grant sweet dreams to deceive others.
crack appears in the human mind when it is shown a dream it yearns for. A demon will never miss this chance to bring one to their doom. Don't say such complicated things. Don't say those scary words. I just want to grant people sweet dreams. Grant them the enrapturing dreams that they want. Those who've had my dreams are destined to come back to me. So just close your eyes. In the dream, your smile was beaming, chatted with such liveliness. When it came back to waking life, I realized I was back in a world in which you no longer existed. I felt a void as big as that fleeting happiness I felt in my dream fill my heart. I closed my eyes and forced myself to sleep. Morning was still to come, no matter what. I think that's when my soul started to crumble. In fact, I was already broken since the day I parted with you, but I've only been acting fine. My soul was already shattering itself into fragments after the passing of that day. Once I saw you again, my yearning for you began to bear down too heavily. I could never go back to my old self again. Counseling, rest, all of it was useless. I spent days by myself, agonizing until I finally realized it. It lured me with an unforgettable bait. That was the price for eating away my nightmares. And then it left me with nothing but void, so I'd have no choice but to return to it. Then, I have lost to it. I don't want to know anything anymore. Please, eat my dreams.
That's fucked. That dude ain't very perfect food. Worm time. Very loud worm time. Is that fucking better, Sion? Was I less fucking quiet this time? Fucking... Bleh. My ears. Yeah, unfortunately, this game's audio balancing is kind of piss, so don't zoom in too much.
Oh, great.
Forsaken Murderer broke out, too.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this game's audio balancing is a little bit piss at times, especially when it comes to violence. They can really damage the old eardrum, so do keep that in mind, people at home. We try our best around here, but there's only so much I can do. Oh, just wait till you get to fucking late game and you start having like 300 dudes fighting all at the same time. Beautiful, really. Like, they're louder the more you zoom in, Forz. You can zoom out a little bit to make it a little bit quieter. There you go. It doesn't need to be that far. I'm just saying that's what causes a lot of the problem. No, they move around. If a worm's in a room for too much, they'll teleport to another random room.
I swear there was only 2 rooms before, and now there's 3 rooms.
Yeah, see, they move.
Even though I killed one.
Yeah, Bong Bong is actually going to hunt them down, because you selected a specific one. Bong Bong's fucking.
Alright. Fuck was that?
That's them teleporting. They make that noise every time.
Man, having bonuses is a fucking blessing in this game, huh?
Oh shit, dude, what's the fucking Cold Steel debate? I want to know. But no, I was just asking if my audio level was better, because I was going into the deep, like, really focused in, calm, you know, really ASMR voice. I was trying to be all serious with my readings again. But, yeah, I was trying to be louder, and it fucked up a lot of my performance, I can absolutely say that. Because the like I was saying, is that this game's audio balance is fucked, so I'm trying to do my best to make everything balanced, but unfortunately, when it comes to combat of this game is held together with fucking shoestring duct tape and hopes and prayers, but the audio balancing when it comes to combat ain't great, so I'm trying to make sure everything can be heard just fine. Anyway, what's the Cold Steel debate? I want to hear more about bad video games.
Yeah, what's this debate? I want to hear more about decent good video games.
Cold Steel was awful. Like, it was one of those games that just got
Still
worse
is a
than...
good game. It's just not unique.
No, that game is genuinely awful.
Nah.
It's not even the fact that it's not original, it's the fact that it is actively a bad experience. That is the problem with Cold
It is
Steel.
not a bad experience.
It is actively a bad experience, and I wish I
Nah.
hadn't played it, the game. Me having played the game made that particular chunk of my life worse.
We all had revelations after that.
Scion, I don't want to know if they get worse.
I did. He told me before I even played 304. And yeah. Ha! 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 Huh. Whew! Oh boy.
I would imagine they'd
goes.
probably just get worse, yeah. Is the common consensus of those games or they get worse, or is it still like the ignorant masses thinking they're phenomenal? What's the consensus?
I think for him it's both.
I was asking like Scion what the like actual
that's what I meant.
populace feels, yeah.
I need more shit.
Every game is at minimum of an 8 out of 10. Incorrect take. Wow.
8 out of 10?
Is the common point, apparently. It's a direct quote, so I'll have a little bit of fucking... Yeah, no. Unfortunately, when you get a popular series like that, you get some real fucking humdinger of an opinion. Oof. Unfortunately, they have no taste. This is what happens when you have, like, a... not quite mainstream, but still definitely no longer niche, like series like that. Like, it's Persona 5 all over again. When you let the general populace start to feel like they're being nerdy, it loses a lot of that critical analysis point.
I understand the
Yeah,
appeal of just, like, enjoying trash content. I do that with anime. I watch isekais. I watch trash isekais all the time because I find it enjoyable. But that doesn't mean that I think they are special.
That's the difference. You can have, like, a guilty pleasure being like, I know this is garbage, but I like it. Like I said, I like Sonic R, man.
When I say it's trash too, I mean in a very like, there's nothing special about this. It's nothing unique. It's just okay. It's junk food. You enjoy it. You still enjoy eating the junk food, but you actively know you could be eating something better.
Yeah. You did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, I started the series with Sky 1, to be fair. That's why I actually liked Cold Steel more at the beginning, because it evolved the combat a bit. With my infinite hatred, I give you this gift. The girl begged in tears. Oh, that is the red shoes. If you'll remember, those dudes that possessed people, they're just like, how the fuck do I deal with this? I don't get it.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Now it's time for my head to burst. Good day.
Good day.
What are those? You can go, what are those? You can go, damn, Dan. You can go, must be the shoes.
I think it's interesting to start from Talks 1, to be honest. I'm gonna pick this one, by the way.
Oh yeah, we've already seen
already
this.
done
Yeah,
this,
the first truth is that, hey, AIs don't actually have the ability to lie, but they can withhold information. Alright, give me a sec. Fuck you, son.
My point is, Talks 1 is like a 5 or 6 out of 10, and the Sky 1 is like...
No, I actively
more point
rate,
above.
like, Talks 1 is like a 2. It is genuinely awful.
Is it awful because it's boring?
No, it is awful because it is actively unfun to play. I hate the characters, and the game design that they have is genuinely bad.
I think the gameplay is one of the strongest aspects of Talks.
Oh god, no.
I think it's fun.
Oh,
But go ahead.
hi.
Are you
I'm
having
trying
a
to
conversation?
fucking read the dialogue, but you guys keep bringing me back into the discussion we're having.
Sorry, Hod.
Sorry, Hot, I can't talk right now. I've got to shit talk on the internet. I must shit post.
You're not angry, are you? I'm Hod. I'm in charge of the training team. We're, what we do is... You know accidents happen in the company?
Bruh.
But Lady Angela said that about half of those accidents could be easily prevented if the employees showed More initiative. So the training team provides employees with a work manual and sufficient training, you know, to try and reduce the number of accidents. We also have employees that are transferring to different departments and adapting to their new workplace. I'm not very skilled in many areas, but I'll try not to be a hindrance at least. In fact, I've been testing out a new employee program these days.
Where did this come from? I wasn't listening.
I don't know if it'll work out, but, Oh, you want to know more about the program?
Sure.
As you know, the company is quite demanding. Even though we run consistent checkups, many of our employees regularly lose their sanity. I know exactly what it's like. I mean, I don't directly interact with the abnormalities, but I know what it feels like to lose yourself. I'm not sure if employees will like my new program, or if it'll prove to be helpful. I can only hope.
You and Hod hear a knock at the door.
My first reaction was just, wow, Bio is really into this. I don't know what that says about the quality of the noise they decided to go with for this
Very
game.
rude. Very advanced.
It's all thanks to you, Miss Hod. I feel so much better after talking to you as you suggested. I'm finally free from all those horrible thoughts that used to haunt me every morning.
God, I'm like totally free now. you were almost on that tone.
I was a lighter like fucking sassy lady. Yes, I did go for that intentionally.
No. It was your courage to bare your heart to me that really solved the problem. I just showed you where to start. I mean it. I probably have hung myself by now if it wasn't for you. Anyway, Miss Hod, you really did save my life. I'm so fortunate to have you as my Saphira.
I was fucking hung myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all good. Yeah.
You're a really, really good person. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm so glad to see you getting better. I heard you'll be transferring to a different team soon. I hope you do well there. Please, make sure not to forget the conversations we had.
So these Sephiroths are basically AIs, right?
Yes,
All of them?
they are all robots. None of them are like
Okay.
real people.
And the main lady is like, and Angela is like the main AI.
She is the main AI of the facility, yes.
And she's like 10 times smarter, while these are like the normal kind of smart.
Yeah, they're the managers of each department. They don't actively interact with the people. They're the people that like train the agents and do all that shit.
Okay.
That's why we don't actually have to go through the effort of like making training regimens and schedules and all that shit. That's these people's job.
Thank God.
Of course, miss, I won't. See that, manager? My program's really working. I want to be as helpful a person I can be here. Because the harder I try, the more lives I can save. I'm part of the training team. We make instructional manuals and train our employees when needed. But there's some things about field experience that the manual just can't teach. I'm sure you'll guide your employees well enough to survive and be better people, right?
Promote to agents, meaning you need to get enough training for them to like promote, which is like level up. So just train them up nice and good.
I want to do you because one of your missions is upgrading. I could probably promote 2 people. Day 13, okay. Actually, I think I have some weapons. I do have one.
Sorry about that. I had you on mic for a sec. I'm back now.
Bong Bong has her spear back.
Bong Bong is a big lady. Big strong lady. Bong Bong is your best. The best. Yeah.
You're the best around. Now let's get it.
Don't you like really woolly clothes and a chicken hand? The fun fact, you could tell because its range is medium, that's actually a gun.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Probably shoot fucking eggs.
Bark, 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 bark.
Bark, motherfucker.
Do not question the fucking cheap chicken wristwatch, I guess. Gun. Ah, the timeline. Yes, it's all coming together.
Oh, hello. Well, aren't you a fucking thing?
Oh, it's this motherfucker. Yeah, I remember this guy. Fuck this guy.
Oh, great. That's great.
Now, is the question like a legitimate he's awful or I just don't personally like him? That's the real question you need to ask yourself today.
Well, why don't you go find out? Bio?
No, I'm not doing that. You can't make me. And to tie it all back to the fucking Cold Steel talk we were having earlier, because that was a fun discussion. If we want to talk about something that's a little bit more relatable to me, that like the whole fact that like everyone loves Cold Steel, and it's like the fact that everyone's like dumb. It's the same shit happens with fucking Golden Sun. That was my entire like experience with the fucking Golden Sun franchise, was just being so genuinely aghast at how like dreadful the game was, and so genuinely wholeheartedly confused at how people liked it. And I know just saying that out of context is just gonna piss people off if they watch it on YouTube and they know Golden Sun, but I have a full playthrough on YouTube so you can see my descent from, yeah, this is pretty good, to, Jesus Christ, how is this one of the worst games I have ever played narratively and structurally. Oh.
Okay, amazing. Get in there.
Golden Sun 2 is... Like, Golden Sun 3 is probably worse, but, like... At least Golden Sun 3 doesn't have the thing where it's like, oh, everyone says this game is phenomenal, you know? At least Golden Sun 3 is widely known to be bad. If Golden Sun 2 is seen as, like, God's gift to gaming... You're big. You got a big Bong Bong. Also, Bong Bong got the ego gift from Void Dream. They got horns now.
Oh, extra SP, yeah. Nice.
Symphonia 2 is probably the worst game I've played. Personally. It's one of those questions of, like, what is the worst game you've played? And it's probably Symphonia 2 for me. And it's not even just the fact that it's, like, a Symphonia, like, knockoff. It's the fact that every single design piece of Symphonia 2 is genuinely atrocious. That game is just fundamentally awful as a standalone game, but then if you take it as a sequel to Symphonia, it transcends just being a horrendous game. It enters into that, like, this game is not only bad, it is bad in the way that it spits in the face of the franchise of what could have been. You know? It's so bad that it besmirches the name of the franchise it's a part of. Yeah. Yeah.
Lag. Go have a chat with this man.
The fucking world is exploding. Forz, you gotta go deal with the meltdown.
I am.
Come on, Forz.
Oh. Oh. Alright. You fucking cross bitch. I guess it's lucky that I got cross. It's like one of my first ones.
The skull is a forced spawn. It'll always be your very first abnormality.
Oh.
It's meant to be like the tutorial one.
Is that why it's a fucking PNG?
No, it's because he's the best. He's a deep-fried fucking skeleton man, and you cannot shit-talk him like that. I won't allow it. He does good work, damn it.
Uh-huh. What's your thing, buddy?
Fuck you.
There you go there. You... do some fucking attachment. Why not? Get her more attached, and then you go there. And then we need leg to head in here. And you.
You know what? Let's keep the fucking discussion going, son. Do you have any other games that are just like horrendous? I guess. What are some other games you consider to be just awful? End all be all. Awful games. Symphonia 1.
Okay, now that is a fucking image. If I've ever seen one.
His name is Porcubus. Porcubus is a he. Mostly visual novels? Yeah, but those are a different kind of... Like, those are just, oh, they had a bad narrative? Yeah, alright.
I can't even ask for your opinions about... what about action games, then? Talk about action games.
I haven't played very many, at least me.
You seem to have an opinion about them.
What are you talking about?
Like you said, oh, Uncharted, oh, fucking...
Oh, yeah, that I was
whatever.
talking about in the pre-stream, because we were talking about, like, what would Forz would recommend if, like, Ashura's Wrath doesn't work, because Kingdom Hearts is having issues. Like, if I can't make everything work. And I was telling Forz that, like, it's something about, like, I guess I would just call it, like, AAA games. It's all of them. Like, Batman, the Batman Arkham games, Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, fucking Call of Duties, some of the GTAs, you know? Not all of them. The GTAs are a bit of an exception, but I'm just trying to, like, ratchet off more examples. All of those, like, I guess I would just call them AAA games. I don't know, like, they don't even particularly conform to a genre. Like, Uncharted and the Batman Arkham games are not at all the same kind of game, but everything, I guess, with that styles is just so soulless to me. Like, I have, like, a negative want to me ever to play any of those games ever. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't, but, you know, I'm sure Scion might agree. Then, like, I don't know, like,
Like, I haven't played Black Ops 1, but it's like...
But that, okay, that's not the same thing. That's not an adventure game, though. That's a shooter.
Yeah. You also said action before, not adventure.
Well, action. Okay. Are we gonna call Call of Duty action? I just call them shooters.
No, I would say they're shooters, yeah. I just mean, like I said, they're not even conforming to a specific genre. Like, Uncharted and the Batman Arkham games are very different. Hell, the Uncharted and the Assassin's Creed games are pretty different, too. It's not the point. It's just the... Like The Last of Us. That's another game I don't think I would ever want to play. Well, I know that's going to be a lot more fucking topical. I don't think I ever want to play that game.
That is minus the controversy of the second one?
No, I just,
like,
yeah, no, even the first game. Like, I've seen the first game. I'm sure, like, I like the story and I like the characters. I never want to play that game ever. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I like Ellie. I've seen the cutscenes. I know what's going on. I will never play that game.
He mentions fucking RDR, and like, oh shit, actually, people are escaping, hold on.
Void Dream broke out, Forsaken Murder broke out, yeah.
Oh no.
I actually played Red Dead Revolver, but that was more like multiplayer.
You would.
I played it when I was like 10.
Yeah, you would. I know you would.
I didn't even own it. It was at my father's house. I played with my little brother.
Yeah, no, but you want to talk about RDR 2 because like that is a game that I bet you would be like, oh yeah, it's a great story, but like I would never want to play it because it's probably boring. But like,
probably.
I don't know, dude. Like, I literally said, oh, it's generic, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's my cowboy game, generic cowboy game.
To be fair, I have not.
Magic bullshit is RPG magic bullshit and friendship.
To be fair, I haven't played like a Grand Theft Auto or one of those open world games in a very long time and like really enjoyed it. The last time would be like San Andreas and Bully. Those are the two that I really played and really liked. And I played GTA 5 and I was like, yeah, it's okay, but I'm like, well, what do I do though? You know? Which I know is like a weird complaint, but I remember just finding myself just driving around being like, yeah, but what do I do though? Even though I had things to do, I had tasks, I had things I could interact with, but I'm like, yeah, but what do I do though?
Yeah, no, That's a similar feeling I have with games like Skyrim and Fallout. That's why like I can understand that, because in those situations I literally have that experience of, okay, I escaped the cave, I fought the bear, the guy told me, hey, you know, do your thing. But
a lot
you
of
know,
those games are entirely predicated for me on narrative. Like, I could never get into Skyrim because I'm like, yeah, but what do I give a shit about this plot? I didn't, so I didn't really like it. And it's also why I didn't like Fallout 3 nearly as much, but I fucking loved Fallout New Vegas. Because I could get sucked
Everybody
into that
loves
main
New
narrative.
Vegas because it's such, like everything just works in New Vegas.
Except for the fact that it's broken and doesn't work, but we don't talk about that part. Go fucking deal with the abnormalities. You stop fucking, this is not a podcast.
I'm trying to have a conversation, that's all.
I'm playing Mario Kart during all of this. You can
Yeah, no, like-
game and speak.
I guess I also find it interesting that you're like, oh, well, I can appreciate plot. Okay, well, what about the thing you were saying about Last of Us, where you're like, oh, I could appreciate the plot, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
like
play
the
it.
characters. I like the plot. It's pretty neat. I will never play that game. The gameplay looks horrendous. That game is explicitly just a cutscene for me. And I've never really seen too much of Red Dead 2. It doesn't like.
Have you seen Red Dead 1?
No.
Okay. Red Dead 2 is a prequel of Red Dead 1, so... Oh shit, someone got hit.
Nap time.
Well, I don't know if anybody should touch them.
You can read the
remember if that was the
abnormalities management guidelines to get some sit tips.
When the manager shook them, which doesn't really say
Shake them.
if... Well, how do I shake people?
Good question.
God.
See, I'm a little biased for Red Dead 2 because I've already seen a bunch of videos on it. Like, Nakey Jakey, good content, go subscribe. Use it as an app descriptor. Like, it's when you're fucking with Legos, do you either go with the big bucket of Legos or do you go with the preset model? The big bucket of Legos, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. But the preset model is like, yeah, you have the building blocks, but you kind of need to do them in like a specific way. And he used it as an example where there was one mission in... Oh, fuck, which Grand Theft Auto was Nico Bellic? Nico.
4.
It was in Grand Theft Auto 4 where there was a mission where you need to like destroy this dude's car. Or you need to like stop this dude. And the dude was struggling with it. So what he did is before the mission started, he stole this guy's car, took it to a shop that allowed him to rig a bomb to it. Like,
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
and then he parked the car back at the start of the mission. Started the mission and the dude got in the car to go drive away. He blew up the bomb and immediately completed the mission. I'm like, that's fucking so cool. Absolutely. That's the bucket. That's the bucket style of open world. You know, you get to fuck around and have a grand old time. Whereas the set is something like Red Dead 2, where, yeah, you're asked to go hide a carriage in, like, a secluded spot in the forest, but you need to go to this secluded spot in the forest. No. You can't go over there. You need this
That is a minor thing, though.
I know.
It's like, it's a structure,
like
you know?
I said, I'm quoting from the video. That's an example.
I don't know what
he
video is, like, talking shit. Like, that I do also watch, like, videos talking about Rockstar and their, like, old way of making games. Because they do have a very dated style to their gameplay, I would say.
Tread
but-
lightly. What about tread what? Who?
Oh, because I will get into a rant about RDR2. That's why.
That's why I
Because
was
I
going to
love
bring it up
RDR2.
because I'm saying
It's
like
one of my
I'm,
favorite games.
like I already said that I am not unfortunately unbiased towards that game. Okay, when the work result was good, the cliff off counter increased. When the work result was bad, the cliff off counter decreased. An employee with a temperance or 3 or lower had a good work result, they died. So you need a temperance of 4 to guarantee that this dude will be happy. Be glad you've been sending Bong Bong on it, eh?
Yeah. Huh.
It's only if they get a good work result. If they suck at their job, they'll be fine. But if they get a good result and have bad temperance, they will die.
I'll just finish.
2 people died.
What the fuck do you mean they died?
2 people dead in the boss. Did you never wake them up?
No!
Fucking wake them up, dude! Of
How
course
do I wake them up? Am I supposed to smack
It
them?
said shake them!
How do I shake them?
Fucking test things out! I'm not just gonna tell you how to do that, motherfucker. You gotta fucking figure that out.
How do I test things? Oh, I don't know. Fucking, I can click a person and I can click another person.
You know
Alright,
what?
if I click them, they'll beat the shit out of each other.
Hey, Forz. You know what you just said? You said how to do it and you didn't even try. You just said you only have 2 ways of interacting with something, and one of them is correct. Congratulations, you didn't even try.
I clicked on the person that was asleep. I don't want to hear it.
Try again. Do better.
God, fucking, you know what? I'm double reading this bitch to make sure it doesn't escape.
I'm not gonna give you a fucking easy way out of the sheepy boy. You gotta learn how he do.
Oh, the learn is, oh, guess what? You just gotta figure out which button does what,
Motherfucker, you said yourself you only have a left mouse button to interact with the world, and a right mouse button, but that doesn't actually, like, interact. That is an order button. That is only through... That is only for menu navigation.
Alright, let's see. I can click this. I can click literally
no one's asleep
any
right
room.
Now. Scion, let me just ask you. You only have the ability to interact with the world through a left click. An employee is asleep right now, and you have been told to shake them. What do you think you should do? Just educate a guess with no context. What would your gut instinct be? Yes, this is all a big lambasting of Forz, and I feel it's deserved right now.
I clicked on the sleeping employee. I clicked on a different employee, and I'm not gonna right-click that fucking employee that is laying down because they might attack them.
You tried left-clicking, it didn't work. Scion said he would try click-hold. That's also an odd possibility. However, this game is at no precedent for like a hold-click. But
I can't just grab people.
Yeah, no, it's at least an option. He would try at least a different button, you know? Like, this game has clearly shown you have one method of interacting with the world. Your main method didn't work. Maybe you should try something else other than being just like, yeah, fuck it, there's just sleep forever now.
What? Okay, here's the thing, right? If I was like, oh, I'll try to click on them or whatever, I'll try to interact with them. Oh, nothing happened? Alright, what if I end the day? Does that mean that the manager physically goes like, great job, everybody, work is over, hey, you're sleeping,
died.
fuck up and work. And they died.
Because you never woke them up, yep.
Which should have been in the fucking instructions.
That is not in the instructions because that is how it is with every single abnormality in the game. If an employee is ever indisposed of like that, they will die at the end of the game if you do not fix them. That is just a universal case.
And its rules. Imagine having rules in your established universe. Fucking duh. Wouldn't be me.
I don't mean to be harsh, Forz. I'm just trying to get you to look.
I am being very overdramatic about this.
Yeah. Sometimes you need the... I don't know, I was gonna say, like... I don't know, sometimes you spoil the spade, I guess? I don't fucking know. It's like, sometimes you need the... It's like the rod and something. Like, what's the positive? Sometimes you need the blank, or sometimes you need the rod. Because it's like, sometimes you need praise, and sometimes you need punishment, you know? And this is the rod, but I don't remember what the good alternative is. What's a good rod? How can you hit someone but, like, a good way? Would you like a massage, Forz?
A slap.
A verbal massage. Oh, how's that a positive thing? Are you into that?
Because a slap is better than a punch.
No, I was saying it's a positive thing. It's a phrase. I'm forgetting how it goes. It's like a metaphor.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a phrase. I don't remember what it's called. Dragon Quest V was also just really fun to play, to be fair. Dragon Quest V was just a fun RPG, and that's what Dragon Quest kind of has always been. It's never been quite as story-focused, it's been way more of gameplay, and that's why Dragon Quest has, like, excelled as a franchise. I will admit, yeah, I went back through and it wasn't as good narratively, but it was just fun to play. And that's why the only reason it got canceled is because you guys weren't liking it as much. And by you guys, I mean explicitly Scion.
Things that Dragon Quest got canceled?
What?
I
Oh
thought
yeah,
you
Dragon
finished that one
Dragon Quest
game.
5 got canceled. No.
Wasn't? What about the game where
Dragon
you were like
Quest
spending
8
all that time?
Dragon Quest 8 was not. Dragon Quest
Oh,
5 was.
Fair enough.
Dragon
To be
Quest
honest,
5.
I don't really have an interest in Dragon Quest.
Yeah. It's
Like,
part of the reason
I am
why.
very unfair to it, but it literally just screams Dragon Ball, but JRPG
Close enough.
and British.
Yeah, I don't know why
Very
they're all
British.
British. It's very funny that they're always British.
Very unapologetically British, unironic
I'll
British.
fuck with it. I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it.
But for Chrono Trigger, what? What are you going on about, Scion? Are you about to say to me you didn't like Chrono Trigger? Because that is an incorrect take. That game was a same artist. Oh, yeah. I was going to say Chrono Trigger is a goddamn masterpiece of game design.
Oh, it is
was-
the same artist?
Yeah, it's Akira Toriyama.
I didn't know he
the
made
dude who
Chrono
made
Trigger.
Dragon Ball is the dude who was the art designer or character designer for Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger.
Aw.
Yeah, that was. It
You
was
know,
like,
now when I think about it, Chrono Trigger does make sense, because I guess I do recognize the art. Yeah. It's a very distinguished, is that the
distinct
word?
Style, distinct.
Yeah, distinct style. And like, I'm not holding that as a negative, right? It's his style, and I'm all for having your own style. I guess it's just never something that made me go, wow, this looks like so good. It's just like, yeah, it's a Dragon Ball in it.
There should be Dragon Ball in it.
It'll be a Dragon Ball in it.
Yeah, no.
There's shit in it.
And fucking Chrono Trigger was a goddamn masterclass of like world building narrative. It was fantastic. It's one of those games that had a strong narrative but was extremely fast. Like Chrono Trigger is like a 10-hour long game, if that. It is so goddamn short, but it's very densely packed with a lot of little things you can learn. It's clown time.
Alright,
Yes, it is. That's why I'm making him play it and not me. Forz gets to fuck with the clowns. He is a blind boy who has never played Lobotomy, and I am not, so I'm here to guide him. We're talking about Chrono Trigger right now because he's being slow. And I'm playing Mario Kart on the side because Forz is being slow.
Everything always relies on me being slow.
It's fine. It's Lobotomy Corporation. There's gonna be points where it's slow. We would like to avoid spoilers if we get into the details. Nitty gritty. Because Forz is an ignorant boy. And I am absolutely helping him the bare minimum. I'm giving him tips occasionally, but this is
Oh, fuck.
1
Alright.
cent best boy. Good answer, alright. I've never been crazy about Snow Queen. Snow Queen's another one of those, oh, Forsaken Murder broke out.
Great, great.
Have you figured out what the clowns do yet? You still haven't actually, like, pieced that one together.
All I know is that they're suicide bombers.
Well, they're not suicide bombers, they just explode after they die. So it's not really suicide if they're already dead.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Her ego gift is good, but it's a big pain in the ass to get. I would much rather have a different, I think it's Cheek. Like, if I'm going for Cheek, I'll usually go with another one, just because I usually like the consistent ones.
Yeah, I have no idea what they are supposed to be doing. They just exist.
The clowns have Martyrdom from Call of Duty. Well, if you haven't figured it out, and honestly, they haven't really done a whole lot, so... If you figure it out, you
just
figure it out,
exist.
but... Yeah, don't worry about the clowns. They'll be fine.
Like, maybe the clowns break people out. Maybe that's their whole thing. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you actually did figure it out. The clowns are fucking with the abnormalities' cages and they're breaking them out. If you take too long, they keep releasing abnormalities. Punishing Bird's out, Porcupus is out, Forsaken Murder is out again.
Fuck's sake,
Yeah,
where are they?
No, you've let them get too far. You learned, yay!
Okay, I understand. I remember now. I remember. Okay, clowns bad. Very, very bad. Way worse than before.
Yes, clowns not only do they explode when they die, so they can randomly cheese a kill, but if you leave them alive for too long, they'll break things out. They also drain your encephalon too. So you know how you have the personal encephalon to purchase gear? They can drain that too, meaning you have to do more work to yeah. They're fun little bastards, ain't they? Everyone loves the clowns. They're the fan favorite.
What are clowns? Are they Tef or Saiyan?
I think they start at Tef.
Alright.
There's very few things in the game that you can fight that are Zan. Zan are almost exclusively just straight up benign. Like one bro, he doesn't break out. Well Cheers, they don't break out. You already know Porcupus is a he. He definitely breaks out.
Yeah.
That dude's a fucker.
Very fun. Very fun. Alright. You go here. Get strong. Get some attachment. Yeah,
it is still kind of amazing that you've gone this long and have so few people, but it's pretty impressive.
Well, I haven't exactly like
Yeah.
pumped a lot of hires because the way I consider it is that sure you should have more employees, but if I can't handle all my employees, there's no point.
Yeah, fair. I'm just commenting.
Yeah.
Also, good point from Wichity. What's your favorite abnormality thus far, Force?
My favorite abnormality.
And why is it the clown scorpion?
Do they count?
Well, they're more of an ordeal. But you know what? I think we'll make an exception.
My favorite is...
I'm still amazed you have not seen any other noon ordeals. You've only seen Clown Scorpion. Which, yes, if you remember, when you kill the Clown Scorpion, it explodes into a fuckload of clowns that scatter around the facility.
Yeah, I noticed that at the very end.
So now that you know what the normal clowns do, you can see why the Clown Scorpion's like a big boy threat. He's just both. He's every clown.
I guess I need to remind myself of some of these lores before I decide who's my favorite.
You have a lot of the more popular answers, but they're popular for a reason.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
Well, cheers.
Seagulls?
The fuck, like, seagulls.
I love Well Cheers.
The fact that the description does in fact say like Lamau and shit like that. Well Cheers top tier.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Well Cheers is a great meme answer, and you know what? I'll respect it. A lot of the really popular, a lot of the popular ones are like Well Cheers, Punishing Bird. A lot of people really like Punishing Bird just because he's kind of a meme. Yeah, he's annoying as fuck, but he pecks the shit out of you. But look, he's a little man. He's also very fun.
I would like Ice Queen more if I understood why it went from the classical story and then went into this, and I'm just kind of confused.
Yeah, some of them, like I said, some of them are kind of deep cuts that, like, if you don't know the source material, you won't get it, but it's fine. If you don't get a story, don't worry about it too much. Some of them are kind of abstracted like that. Yeah. Ice Queen, I can at least tell you. Well, that's not specifically for Ice Queen, but some abnormalities are tied to one another. So sometimes their stories will reference one another and will explain in gaps. Like, there's a few key ones in particular that directly reference one another. Like, they're said as like a pair or more, you know? So if there's ever an abnormality you don't understand, you might need to find their pair.
Gotcha.
Not even saying that that's specifically for the Snow Queen. I just mean just in general.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil nothing. Does the Snow Queen have anything else going on? I don't fucking know. Does Snow Queen have a pair? Is she just weird? Because, as you've seen with Welchers, fuck, dude, some of them are just weird.
This game do be weird.
Yeah. You ever just go, dude, what the fuck, seagulls?
When I wake up on a ship suddenly, yeah, fucking what the fuck, seagulls?
You see, my favorite is that weird little Iron Maiden you refuse to interact with.
Yeah, no.
Why don't you go see what he does?
Why the fuck would I do that?
He's friend-shaped. He's perfect. He's nugget-sized.
Yeah,
oh
I
yeah.
did that one.
I don't think I've actually explained that to you. The common name for all of your agents are called nuggets, by the way, in the fandom.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're not called, because Ruina also has these same kind of characters. They're called librarians in that game, because Library of Ruina, haha. They're also just called nuggets. In all the games, it makes it very easy to remember. Bong Bong is the best. That is one of the few things I've made Forz do in this playthrough. He had to make Bong Bong. I told you Bong Bong was important. Why is Bong Bong important? I already explained the story, but the backstory for Bong Bong is that when this game first released, it wasn't actually in English, it was in Korean. And so what someone did is, as like a roughshod early translation before any kind of... No. I mean nuggets. I don't know. I'm not actually sure why nugget in particular. They're just called nuggets. Nuggets of joy, they're little men. I love them. They're a little nugget. I don't know.
You're gonna have so much health, Bio.
Eh. Hey man, they're nuggets, and I love them. It is a reference of affection, not of like belittling. I love my nuggets. Just because you do not appreciate the term nugget does not mean that they do. They don't.
Just because you don't mean they do.
Well, so what was that? Oh, it's Green
Robots.
Dawn. Yeah, don't worry about him. Green Dawn, yawn.
Any other? No. Okay. Let me click on one.
Oh, sorry. Dawn of Green. No. Semantics. Fuck him up.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he gored the shit out of that guy. Don't let these dudes, like, get him.
Oh. Bong Bong, it's just going.
Bong Bong soloed the shit out of that man.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. You got this, Lewis. Actually, you don't, Lewis. But you do, because I lied. I'm a liar.
Forz liar confirmed. Ansel on Twitter. It's not a healthy sound that robot's making. But I think that's more of a positive for you, actually. I don't think you want healthy sounds coming out of that robot.
Shut up.
Don't be so judgmental, man.
Hey man, I'm doing my job.
Why can't you let
Stop
him
reading.
breathe?
No, don't stop reading. Pull his gun. What do you mean unknown? What? Oh, right. Forgot. I forgot.
You Forgmore.
Yep, everything good here. Get another gun. What about here? We feeling good? Yep, feeling good.
Feeling good, yeah.
About to finish, and I just basically want to get all the Ice Queen shit back. And then after that, I think I'll finish.
Flashing bird broke out, yeah. So if you notice on the top of the screen, Biop died. Oh, did you just send him to work with Porcubus? Yep, he doesn't have a high enough fortitude. Oops.
He's been working with him the entire time!
Well, go get more Porcubus lore. What's the deal? Do you know all of his managerial stuff? No, you don't.
Alright.
Okay. When the work result was good, the Clipoth counter increased. When the work result was bad, the Clipoth counter decreased. Employees with a temperance of 3 or lower had a good work result. They died, so he might have just gotten a good work result. Employee with temperance of 3 or lower will receive massive white damage with Porcubus's attacks when it escapes. Porcubus is unaffected by any attack dealt from outside of its reach. So it's specifically... Yeah, he just got a good work result. He did not have a high enough temperance. He died.
The entire time, I kept working with him.
Yep, you knew that from the very beginning. Before this...
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I thought his temperance was fucking god already, but apparently it was
it needs to be
3
4
or lower.
Yeah, it needs to be 4.
Alright. You know what? We're okay.
We're okay. You know what?
The progress is slow, but it's progress nonetheless.
Progress is progress. Yes, welcome to Lobot. You were making it. You're getting there. It's fine.
All I want is this back, and it's just like everything else is just saying, fuck you right now. Actually, what am I doing? Why didn't I literally just buy one preemptively? What is wrong with me?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Stop worrying about it. It's fine.
Leg.
Leg.
You are now Spearman.
That spear is very good.
Yeah.
It's also very funny that every single time you're about to get to a noon ordeal and to see a new one, you keep, like, fucking up or ending the day.
Yeah.
Noon ordeals are banned.
Alright. So. Who's got good temperance? Let's see. You know what? Actually, fuck it. Why are we doing this? We're gonna check all their temperances right now. I'm gonna manually check their levels.
Specifically, the purple stat needs to be a 4. You need to not be hovering over them.
How do I see that?
Not be hovering over them. Why don't? Maybe you can't see the level in that. There. Click them. Hover over the.
Oh, there we go.
You go. So it's 3.
Okay, he's free. She's free.
Almost everyone is gonna be 3. That's 1.
1.
It's a number threshold. 3.
Oh yes, he was.
So
free,
if they
okay.
don't have 60, anything that's below 60 is not high enough. You can just hover over the number. You can just see there. So yeah, Bong Bong has 79, which is.
All right, Bong Bong.
Yeah, only
You
Bong
are
Bong
switching
can work
place.
with Porcubus.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you did it.
You actually have a lot of SP, so you can work with Ice Queen. Yeah, I believe in leg.
Well, now that you know that you're going to be needing a lot of temperance, you might as well start training that up on some backup people in case like Bong Bong gets pulled away from something. Because if Bong Bong's the only one who can work with Porcubus, you're gonna have some problems if things go any kind of topsy-turvy.
Fair.
It is a random chance, like they need to get a good result for them to die, but I don't really risk a chance of death ever. In my line of work, at least.
You know, yeah, no, I don't imagine a lot of people would risk their lives.
But dude, have you seen the benefits, though? Damn, Lobco? You're fucking.
Yeah. You do be right. Alright, you get in there.
This is the fucking plot of like...
Did I? Oh, right, I put Bong Bong there. Yeah, and then by up there.
This is exactly why I'm playing Mario Kart on the side, is that I knew this kind of shit was going to be happening. Also, I've been very addicted to Mario Kart since the new update released. I got back into
My
it.
God,
It was very
Bio
nice.
is enjoying video games
It
more.
was right as I started
inside.
playing Dot Hack too. It is very unfortunate. You know what, Scion? That's the side effect of Lobotomy.
Oh shit. Well, agent already en route. Also, agent's about to be en route here. There you go.
I just was curious about it. I just thought about it. I'm like, hey, I remember that game. Because I remember sitting there yesterday and, like, I actually finally ran out of shit to do.
In
And I
Mario
wanted-
Kart?
No, I meant just in general.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was sitting there being like, oh my god, I'm free for the first time in my life. I forgot about Rakuin. I do not respect Rakuin, nor whatever it represents. I've never even heard of Rakuin. I don't think it's real. You already have Scion. Emotionally, I'm dead inside. But mechanically, I'm dead inside.
Emotionally, we are here just to suffer.
You know, mentally, I'm at the new Yoshi's Island stage in Mario Kart. You should probably get, like, its other information, because you already know its managerial guidelines.
Well, I already had all the information at one point.
Yeah, but, like, once you already have its managerial guidelines and you know what they are, if you reset the fucking...
Oh yeah, that you got the point.
I was gonna say, you don't need it again. You should get the name, the escape information, and what work to work with it with. Scion, you loved Persona 5.
You
What's
guys
the
and your fucking-
problem?
You know, subjective takes on video games. God, why you gotta be so harsh on things that I enjoy?
I only make objective takes.
Doubt. Perfect timing.
Doubt. I feel like I'm being called out by the video game right now.
Oh god, that's pretty funny. Alright. Go to work.
I had fun with Persona 5, and that's what matters.
I'm happy you had fun with Persona 5 Royal.
Persona 5, the Royal. Yeah.
I'm glad you like Maruki.
Another reason why I'm playing Dot Hack is because it's one of those... Because I've already talked about it quite a while ago on stream, but one of my all-time favorite series when I was a wee tot was an animation series called TTA on Newgrounds that was very, very heavily inspired by the Dot Hack series. So I had known about it for the longest time as a kid, I just didn't know anything about it, and then I started actually playing it a few years ago, but right as I started playing it, my computer died. So then I got a new computer, and then I had lost all of that shit, so I never really picked it back up because it was a bit of a pain in the ass. But I just thought about it like yesterday. I'm like, damn, I need a new game to play because I had like run out. I had actually finished everything. I was moving on to a new part of my life, and I'm like, hey, that's a game I've always been curious about. I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's kind of niche, and apparently it's still ongoing to this day. I want to see. It's the same shit why I did Golden Sun. I would have done even the kind of thing where I would play like a whole new series blind on stream like I did with Golden Sun, but I've played a little bit of that game, and I feel that that'd be the kind of game that it would very quickly get boring. But I haven't gotten far enough into the game to get there again. I just remember my last playthrough where it got kind of boring at a point. And yes, it is in fact the original Sword Art Online. I don't even mean that as a particular joke. It has very, very similar plot beats. Like, in the intro to the game, you meet Weird Lady. Weird Lady attack your friend because you're playing an MMO with a friend that you only just now got. Your friend's been, like, a fucking, like, raid leader, like, level 3 billion kind of shit, you know, and he's just showing you how to play the game. You go into a dungeon, you know, he's giving you the tutorial. You run into this weird demon lady who, like, and then, like, a robot man who fucks him up, and he fucks him up so bad, your friend up, that he winds up in the hospital, like in real life. Like, oh shit, that's not good.
Berserk, but Sword Art Online.
It's Sword Art Online, yes. Now read them. You gotta start from left to right. You can't start in the middle. Many of those who underwent the operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. This portrait encaptures a moment. It is what we are destined to lose. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwarranted frenzy. I think we've seen this one yet. Wait, maybe. How was your day? During mine, I happened to notice that a certain employee filled their water bottle with Bear brand beer and had proceeded to drink it during the workday. I don't know if we've seen this one before. Let's go with it.
Beer brand?
Bear. Bear brand beer.
Oh, I guess I did say beer by mistake. I meant to say bear.
Sometimes, I wonder what it would feel like to be intoxicated.
Your love is something I
Shut the fuck up, it's cutscene. One time, I was infected by a virus.
Oh, no, we have seen this one. That caused me to perceive everything 10 times slower. Yeah, we've seen this one before. Oh, yeah, this is when you're testing the lying thing. That's right.
Don't remember saying these two.
You said, are you gonna... I don't remember. Well, which one do you want to know about? Because we're testing the lie detector system.
Okay. Will you ever harm me, Angela?
There you go.
Sometimes, humans excessively detest the existence of improbable beings. When I said I was different from the others, I detected disbelief in your facial expressions. Perhaps I am beginning to like you. Sharing emotions with someone is a precious experience. Yet now you are asking me if I plot against you. I have never had any plans, nor do I have any will to harm you.
That doesn't seem very good.
I feel I don't remember that conversation, by the way, from the past.
You picked the other one, I do believe. Like, are you planning to sabotage the company? Which, yes, she is, because it's a lie. It was another lie. She's like, I don't have any plans to sabotage the company. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, no, it's same shit again. She was lying for both of them. She plans to sabotage the company and to hurt you.
Oh. So... Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, she wanted to know. What's the problem?
What do you mean she's gonna hurt me? I didn't pick that up before. Oh, but did you know she's gonna hurt you? No!
Very rude. Also, you did not complete Hod's quest to promote 2 employees.
I know.
You're not being a very managerial of a man, are you? Also, if you're on day 14, you're nearly at the next memory repository. You're almost at straight up progress. But remember, you can't go back before a memory repository, so if you have any abnormalities you do not think you'll be able to handle, you will need a rewind time. Just keep that in mind for the future, because there is a way to go back to day 1, but that's day 1.
That happens, it's your game. Like, at that point, I'm just like, I have fucked myself. Take over.
Yeah. I will tell you that is, like, the core, like, shtick of this game is you probably will have to reset at least once or twice, like, straight up from day 1. I had to do it thrice. That's why I'm kind of here, because if we get to that point where I need to start to, like, where we're back at day 1, things are getting really slow, Scion's pulling his fucking hair out, I'll take over and just start, like, curb stomping the game. That's fine. I have to make
I feel like we probably are reaching that point. Where,
Well-
like, I'm not making a lot of progress. I'm just sort of, like, going day by day.
Well, it's fine. Like, that's at least even now. I said if we go back to day 1, Scion. Because there will, without a doubt, get to a point where Forz soft locks himself. Because the whole design ethos of this game is
Honestly,
rewinding
bad
time.
game.
Dude, trust me, when I first got through this game, like, I even went about a rant on it.
Oh, yeah?
I went about a rant on it on the Discord about how at the very end of the game I had to reset time, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Game's like a fucking, went from like a 9 out of 10 to like a 2. And I was
remember that conversation.
I was so pissed. It was like with lag. I was so fucking mad.
Damn, Scion, why are you so lazy and not just...
He does not
Like-
vibe with the Lobotomy Corporation.
Yeah. Just be good. There you go.
Well, like more games.
I guess that too.
Have an opinion which coincides with mine.
Oh, that's a funny joke.
Who said it was a joke?
Okay. Him and Diva are the same. What about Bella?
But yeah, no. If we get to the point where like you're soft locked, I'll like take over. It'll be kind of annoying because I'll probably have to do a fresh save, which means I'd have to do all the quests again. But that'll be fine. I'll be more than fine.
I'm also thinking it might come a point where I'm just like, I feel like I've had enough of this game. It's like, if you are really into the gameplay loop, right, you're really into it. But I'm into it, right? But I don't know if I'm into it to the point where I want to literally see this to the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like what I mean is I want to see it as a viewer to the end, but I don't want
Yeah.
to see it as a player.
It is one thing that I will warn about. There'll probably be a big difference between there'll be the playthrough I do on stream, and then there'll be a subsequent playthrough I do off screen where I do everything perfect. Because I will warn you right now, Forz, you have already like fucked the game.
Like in a good or bad way?
Bad way. If you progressed through this playthrough all the way to the end, I don't know if you could beat the game in the state you're in right now.
Well,
Just that's why I'm saying just go as long as you can. I'm not saying it's impossible, because it's always possible. This is a mechanically skillful game. But you have gotten to the point where it's very difficult. What's the problem, Scion? I'm not demotivating him. That's why I'm saying it's fine. We're already
being
talking
realistic.
about. Yeah, no, I'm literally like saying to Forz, it's fine if
Which
you want to quit.
sucks, but you know.
Like the whole like loop of this game is the fact that you make a lot of uneducated decisions in your first playthrough, and that's like the whole point. I'm just ripping the band-aid off early, that's all.
Oh yeah, this new one is
And
here.
Forz even said himself he doesn't even think he's gonna like get to beat this game, so I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
don't feel too bad about it, and here's why. But the reason I was bringing that up, and the real problem with it, is because when I do my subsequent playthrough that'll be off-screen, and I mean this with no hyperbole, every single in-game day will take about an hour, or not, if not more. Even
Yeah,
day
you're gonna be
1,
grinding.
day 2, they're gonna take hours. This game takes a very long time. I mean, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist with it, and you don't need to go as hard as I do, because, like I said, people have beaten this game with one agent, so...
Which means it's possible.
Yeah, it's always possible, like I said, but it is one of those things
I can
where,
be
like...
very wishy-washy. What does that mean? Sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I'm not.
I guess about motivation to keep playing the game, I would assume?
Oh, that is fair. That is fair, yeah. And it's literally not even like the game's fault necessarily either. It's just a mood, you know?
Yeah. See your new boy. You got a new thing.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
What did it do?
It uses, and it was talking about health and shit, but you know what? I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, another chicken. you have 19. All right. What do you do?
I can relate to that. Very much so depends, at least for me, with when I'm in similar situations. It depends on how much I actually like want to do the thing.
Yeah, like Tox was very interesting to me because like I genuinely really liked playing Tox 1. And I was like, shit, alright, you know what? The other games are on sale. Let me just pick all of them up and play them because I was also extremely bored at that point, and I still am bored to this day. I'm still looking for things to like do.
God
And
hack.
it's just that things don't interest me as much as they should. So it's hard to motivate myself to play things.
God hack.
Dot hack.
God hack.
I'll just watch the anime.
I don't know anything about the anime. I just wanted to play the game because I wanted to see where it began.
Game or the anime first?
It's the same this shit with Persona 1. I'm like, well, I gotta play the original. Because the only thing I know about it is that there's 2 series going on. One of them is the old series, which is a 4-part series. And then one of them is the new series, which is just still going, I think? I don't know. That was the thing that you talked about on the Discord sound that your friend talked about, how he likes X thing. That is the new series. At least I do believe. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this.
I will say too, as much as like when I initially played Tox, I did sort of contradict myself after your streams of Tox 1, because when I first played Tox 1 and 2, I genuinely had a good time with them, and I will stick by that, to be fair. I think they are good games.
Bad.
It's just, I guess, your streams really just sort of put into perspective certain things, and it's something that I find interesting that happens very often. It's like when you do something, or let's say you're in a certain zone where you're enjoying things, but then you get interested in what other people have to say, and then they say something so different from what you're saying, but what they say makes sense, and you're like, I guess that is true, but I just never thought of it that much.
Yeah, you can acknowledging the flaws but still enjoying something is totally fine. Like I've said before, there are a bunch of games that I like that are probably just objectively bad. I always use Sonic R as the example because it's the funniest one, which is that song that you posted in the Discord last night. That game has great OST. Oh look, you got a big murder stick.
God damn.
Oh, you got wait. Is that all of Porcupus's lore?
Oh yeah.
Lore time.
Lore time.
Everyone, come on in. Time for the head to burst. To be frank, life at this place isn't so great. The company says they provide healthy hobbies, but not many people engage in that notion. Everyone looks for their own escape, be it violence, gambling, gluttony. I thought I had strength and self-control and discipline compared to others, and it helped me live a smoother life. Maybe that's the reason I was assigned to Porcupus's containment unit. Yes, Porcupus, where the lowest of the low employees visit. I heard a bit about what the other employees do in the containment unit. They call it the Game of Trust. A game of trust. What an elegant thing to name it. Omitted. According to other employees, it wouldn't be too difficult to become intimate with it. Once I get along with it, I could acquire all of it with ease. They said when the time comes, Porcupus will lean down so they can easily reach the thorns. It didn't take long until I got to where I could pet it. Omitted. When I first touched its thorns, it felt quite prickly, like a giant needle penetrating my skin. Though there wasn't any bleeding. The pain went away after a moment. And there it was. The most intense happiness you'd ever experience. Make your knees weak. When I snapped out of it, I found myself drooling. It scared me, so I didn't go back for a while. The situation got worse. I get withdrawal symptoms, like retching or sweating. Different employees showed different symptoms. One employee even pulled out all their teeth because they felt like bugs were crawling all over them. How it felt? I can't find the words to describe it. Remember the greatest happiness you've ever felt in your life? This feeling would be hundreds of times better. You say I'm the last employee in charge of Porcupus? Oh, that's understandable, as the brain craves more intense stimulation at first. All I had to do was be lightly pricked by one of the thorns. Now I have to rub my whole body against it to get that same high. I feel like all the blood in my body will rush to my head and eventually bursting it. I'd imagine my head bursting thousands of times anyhow. I have to get going. It's almost time for work. Actually, I'm drenched with sweat right now. Did you notice? Oh, and Porcupus doesn't show any aggression. Unlike your speculation, they didn't eat us or bite our heads off or anything. The porpoises were smiling happily? That's all. It just makes people smile until death. No one's to blame. We had to go through hell every day. We're just having a small taste of heaven. You know what? I feel sorry for you. You've never felt the feelings, and you never will. You have to interview an employee on the edge like me while pretending to be decent. Now, it's time for my head to burst. Good day.
Favorite lore. Specifically because of that last part. That is fucking amazing.
I love how fucked all these abnormalities are. They're great.
If you excuse me, it's time for me to get my head blown off.
That
with
is,
happiness.
if you notice, that's the same description when you picked up Porcupus. I'm time to have my head explode. Good day, sir.
Yeah, I do notice certain lines are like in the descriptions later on.
Yeah.
That is okay. I don't know if it's my favorite anomaly, but I think that's my favorite piece of lore, personally.
Yeah. Good
That
shit.
is because I'm wondering too. Like, this is a man that like has been there a couple of times before their head burst. Correct?
Yeah. No, like he's saying that like you have to go through a few.
Yeah. I was picking up a
rounds.
weird vibe that it was literally a headless body or talking or like there was already
The
a
corpse,
corpse. Yeah, that was talking to a therapist and he was like, "Nothing's wrong, you know, everything's good." I
Dude,
feel
it's great.
happy."
No.
Yeah.
No, this is just a dude going through withdrawal. He's deep
Gotcha.
into the drug zone.
So it just gets you addicted and then blows
It's
your head
a
off.
very, very potent drug, yes, that kills you.
And it's not what people think it is, where it's like it's eating your head or anything.
No.
It just makes you explode with happiness. Which okay,
Dude, this
you know,
crack
I get it.
be hitting different.
I get it. Yeah, I get where this comes from. Like, I don't know if it's a reference to anything, but I
No,
also
sometimes they're
understand,
just
like,
original like that. He's super
Yeah.
fucking neat. Porcupus is a fun one.
Very neat. Oh, Scion the Cub is now playing.
What? What are you playing, Scion?
What are you playing?
What are you playing?
We're playing that.
What'd you put in your pocket? Pretty interesting. What'd you put in there?
Put your pocket out now.
Scion's playing dot hack. Stop him. He's taking my mojo.
No, you stole my whole fucking flow.
Great that you're just like, no, he stole my fucking flow.
I hate how my mic cuts me.
It's okay, guys.
Off.
Forz will be back shortly. Punishing Bird has escaped his containment.
God.
Punishing Bird is coming to kick your ass. Go get him fucking. Go beat up those fucking purple pustules. Yeah. Go fuck his day up there.
Yeah. Oh, squad, disintegrate.
Also, another reason why I'm not, why I want you to go as far as you can is because once I start playing, I'll effectively never fuck up with an abnormality. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
And it's the fact that we can see just the genuine first-hand experimentation, because like I said, that's the whole point of this game. Even if beating it is all about resetting time and all that shit, it's very fun having to, like, experiment and actually figure out, like, what the fuck the deal is with these guys, you know?
Yeah, that is part of the fun if you're into experimentation. I guess I'm just not that kind of person.
Well, you just need to be
Not
that kind of
anymore,
fucking
anyway.
person now, don't you?
I think after this day I'm gonna be done though.
Done?
Yeah, done.
Oh.
If you don't mind.
Alright. Well,
It's like 2 hours, you know.
Like, done permanently or just done for today?
Oh, I'm gonna go get my whole head blown off. Good day.
I meant, like, are you willing to continue the playthrough after this, or do you want to just be done?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
That's what I was referring to, done.
I mean, like, I feel like if you don't mind, I think it could be the end of the stream for
Yes.
today, and we continue tomorrow.
That is fine. Ooh, tomorrow. Fuck yeah.
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 Because I'm free tomorrow because I have a meeting.
Well, you should have
Makes
been
sense,
here
right?
2 hours ago when we started, then, huh? You ever think about
Sorry,
that?
boy.
Sorry, Donald. You don't get to have fun.
All right.
Sorry, Bullet. You should have been here 2 hours ago. Go fuck yourself. He learned about Porcubus. He also learned about Void Dream, and he learned about the Parasite Tree. That one was fun. He rewinded
Okay.
time to not have to deal with the tree. I already
Okay.
did. That's not nice.
You know
Being
what?
very mean right now.
Should I? I feel like I wanna try this fucking thing.
Try
That's
what?
probably a bad idea. The new one.
Also, one thing you also should have done when you were going to be rewinding time is you should have jumped into the fucking Iron Maiden. Because you could have just gotten
Oh,
free
yeah.
lore out of that, you know?
Well, fuck the Iron Man. Who gives a shit? Who gives a
Well,
shit
you
about
want to
the Iron
learn the
Maiden?
lore. I'm going to do, you know, when I have to fucking play this game, I'm going to fucking throw my ass in Iron Maiden, you piece of shit.
Yeah, who gives a shit about the Iron Maiden? Fucking Iron Bitch.
Oh,
More
yeah,
like-
that's actually another thing, too, is if I'm playing the game, there's a few abnormalities I will genuinely never take. So we would just
Oh, yeah?
never get to see them. So if you happen to take them, that'd be nice, because she was so talkative before. Yet, in the end, loneliness was the only listener. A time her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession, covered in countless, lengthy hairs. This magical bullet can truly hit anyone, just like you say!
These are all new, and I'm.
They're all new. You have hair, bullets, or lone. Okay. Did you hear the news, manager?
No.
They say a rodent found its way into the appliance room, one of our facility's restricted areas. This could become a serious issue. Removing the rodent itself should not be much of a problem. However, its feces and the cables they have gnawed on may damage the system. This is one of the reasons why we emphasize security so much. You would do your best to remember that.
Do not open your eyes at me every time you fucking threaten me. Or I will gouge them out.
No, you won't. She's very powerful. I will personally deal with the rodent this time. If you happen to find any rodents, manager, please notify me immediately. Manager, Netzok's not feeling too well today. He got a cold and was worried you might catch it from him, so he told me to go in his place. So, Malkuth, friendship should not be an excuse to lie. Manager, Netzok is high as a kite on Inkevallen. He's completely out of it. You're such a rat. What if Netzok gets punished? Does not concern me in the slightest, and neither should you care. Please, don't punish Netzok, manager. Netzok is neglecting his responsibilities yet again, and so are you. Shouldn't you be participating in your team's internal meeting right now?
You're my team.
He's talking to Malkuth.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I was participating.
You are not. You are not involved. You don't exist. Oh, you're right. Thanks, Yasad. Hope you don't mind if I say this, but you should do something about Netzok before Angela finds him. He's been drunk for quite some time now.
I wonder if he's the rodent.
You managed to find Netzok. Oh, what's up, manager? You look really super today. So you, succeed with something, huh? Good. Alright, man. Man, why is the ground shaking like that? Another breach? Let me guess what you're thinking. Netzok's just a pathetic junkie. He's not at all like Miss Hardworking Malkuth or Mr. Strict Yasad.
I know. I've read your mind. I get that a lot from the other Sephiroth. But just think about it for a second. This place is hell. Is it wrong to try and escape from that reality for even just a moment? Look, I think we should be celebrating the fact that we survived another day. I don't give a damn about the future of the company or whatever like that. There's no tomorrow here. No hope. What have I done wrong? Am I being punished for my sins? Did I do something horrible enough in the past to deserve this never-ending torment? If that's the case, I repent. So whoever did all this to forgive me, so tell whoever did all this to forgive me. Forget it. I just want to see this place crumble to pieces. Impressive. You're someone able to do your job without losing anyone physically or mentally. You're so capable, why didn't you bother showing that until now? You weren't assigned to do so? How about I give you another job then?
Finish the day without any death or panic.
What the fuck, man? I'm literally the boss. And you're gonna give me shit?
Yeah. Don't forget to equip your shit, unlock any new ego, and then start the day and click retry to like bank the progress for today.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Get some new research, get your gear, move people around, do what you need to do for the next time before you forget.
Ooh.
Was that have a passive or no?
Yeah.
What's a passive? Can cause additional white damage to targets for a certain amount of time. To target for a certain amount of time.
Oh, it's black.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It does additional white damage. Because remember, black is both white and rare. It's sanity and health damage. It's both.
Yeah. Which means I want a strong unit on this, because if they lose their fucking mind while equipped with this, I feel like that's gonna be bad.
Yeah, no, like that's the problem with giving people good weapons, is that they will then turn those weapons on their coworkers.
Very bad. Congratulations, Scion.
Scion, you did it!
Yeah, you did it, Scion.
You
got a promotion, Scion.
He didn't actually. He would have completed the quest if he did.
Oh, don't ruin the fun now.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, Diva, what should you have?
Diva got
should have
great
a
facial
gun.
hair. Yeah, that was actually the thing with Porcupus. He is the unique mechanic where when Porcupus breaks out, he doesn't take any damage from guns or anything that's like of long range. It's a unique fun time that you just get to deal with.
Okay, someone needs to get this.
Also, if you've also noticed, you don't have Void Dream anymore. Look what gear you still have. You have the Engulfing Dream still. So even though you don't have Void Dream anymore, you've maintained that benefit. So you can actually grab really fucking strong abnormalities that are like a big bastard to work with, but you can take their gear and not have to work with them. So if you have like for example, that Parasite tree, that dude fucked your day up, but he's probably got some really good gear. So, if you wanted, you could re-grab the Parasite tree, do a shitload of work with him and get all of his gear, and then just rewind time to take his gear into another session and not have to work with the tree. But remember, the problem with that is that whenever you lose a unit, the gear that they have equipped is lost. So if you don't have the abnormality to get more of that gear, it's gone forever. It's something to keep in mind.
Trade-offs.
So right now, your Void Dream, if you lose any of your encompassing dream gear, you can't get any more.
Wait, what do you mean I don't have Void Dream?
Do you not have? Did you re-get him? Oh, you re-got him. Okay, never mind. I meant that as an example. I forgot you had him, but like let's say you had like a Parasite tree item. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if you have a Parasite grease suit, they died, you would lose the suit, but you wouldn't have the tree to get more. Blah 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 blah.
Gotcha.
That's how you
right.
get some of the really good shit without having to deal with the consequences of your actions. It's very nice.
Okay, fortitude is max now.
It's not actually max, it's just level 5.
It's top, I can level it up.
Yeah, you can still get it higher, but you can't, like, level it up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the stat cap is actually 100.
So, like, if I got health to 100, it would stop and not move at all.
Yeah,
after that?
even if you did more instinct. So there's a little bit of variance to it. Like, you know how Pokemon have their own individual IVs? There's a little bit of that. Like, you can get to, like, 106, for example, or, like, 105. There's a little bit of variance to it, but, you know, it doesn't usually matter too much at the end of the day. Like, you'll have some people that, like, 102 is their cap, or some people, like, you can even get to 110 if you're real lucky, but, you know, that's just random. 100 is the hard cap. You can occasionally break through it, but...
Yeah.
Or I guess 100 is the soft cap, 110 is the hard cap. And that's when ego gifts start becoming relevant. Like the horns you have, or the other, like the facial tissues, the facial tissue, I mean a fucking beard. The facial hair you have from Well Cheers gives you +2 HP. That lets you get over the HP cap. So let's say you have 100 HP and you can't train it up anymore. If you get an ego gift that increases HP, they don't care. It will still increase your HP.
So right now,
So go to Bong Bong.
Bong Bong has a +3, and if he was 100, it would be 103.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why ego gifts are important, and why you might want to grind some of them out if you ever get to that point, because they can break the stat caps. That's where they're, like, really nice. And that's also why what team they're in. Because you know how, like, the control team got movement speed, you can break the movement speed cap. Information got work success, they got temperance, that can break the temperance cap, for example.
I guess I'm nervous about grinding because every time I try to grind it, shit also goes 0 to 100.
Yeah, that's always the risk with this game, is like, how much do you push it, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're all good, that's it. All right, everyone. Hope you all have enjoyed, even though it was a bit of a shorter session, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hope you actually, you know, be here this time, Bullet and Donald. Fuck you guys, bastards.